business with you. They break open your house one thing, they rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well hear this now, Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go, they come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on side. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Side, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Side, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Dance! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saieed. We do want to thank you for joining us, viewers. Remember, Trinidad and Tobago, to share our live stream on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Also on YouTube, it's TT Real Talk. Remember that, viewers. Also, Real Talk is offering you 4% on our fixed deposit. Viewers, remember, we are the only financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago that is offering you a 4% on fixed deposit. Now, the good thing about this fixed deposit with Real Talk Financing is that you're getting your interest up front. Yes, up front. No other financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago is giving you upfront interest on a fixed deposit. Now, the good thing about this is that you're getting your lump sum one time. You're not getting a part payment. You're not getting a quarter payment. You're not getting a half payment. You're getting your full interest payment up front. Now, how do we get this? 2 forms of ID, utility bill, bank statement, and a certified check. And you can get 4% for 5 years. And I always like to use a figure. If you invest $100,000 with Real Talk Financing, for 5 years at 4%, you're going to get $20,000 up front. You don't have to wait 5 years or 10 years or however long you put your fixed deposit to mature. You don't have to wait. You're getting the interest up front. We are the only one in Trinidad and Tobago is doing that. Also, viewers, be members of our credit union. You could go onto the Real Talk Credit Union Facebook page and get all your information that you need in order to open an account with Real Talk Credit Union. So, viewers, just as we go around that, remember we have some equipment for sale, viewers. We have wrecker, we have sliding bed truck, we have crane truck, we have excavator. But later on the show, viewers, we're going to show you that. As we start our program tonight, the Finance Minister, Colin Imbut, have stated that he admits that the government is paying more than expected for the new ANR Robertson International Airport. But he said it is nowhere near the $500 million as Kamala Prasad Bisasa is alleging. Rather, it is only 2.5 million US, which is 16.9 million TT. That is what Imbut is saying. Now, Trinidad and Tobago. Imbut said Prasad Bisasa comments on the project hindered on 3 main points. A cost overrun of 462 million, multi-instances of failure to meet specification and building codes on the superstructure, and extensive delay. Imbut acknowledged that the original construction contract was US 128.7 million. That is 872 million TT dollars, inclusive of provisional sum and contingencies. Trinidad and Tobago, listen to this.
As of today, the original construction contract sum of US 128.7 million has been exceeded by US $2.5 million, or 2%. Now let me go back to the scope of the project. The project involves the following works: a new state-of-the-art terminal building capable of handling 3 million passengers per year, associated airside infrastructure, including a new and expanded apron and taxiway, aircraft parking and fencing, associated landside infrastructure, including new internal roads and car parking, and outfitting of the new terminal building, including acquisition of new specialized airport equipment. So I'm advised that the contract sum has been exceeded by US 2.5 million, or 2%, as a result of variations arising from enhancements to the ICT and ELV. ELV is low voltage components of the project, worldwide increases in the cost of airport and equipment and construction materials in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, and claims for delays arising from the COVID-19 pandemic, among other things. There is no cost overrun of 462 million, as has been falsely alleged by the leader of the opposition.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago, he said, the target date for completion of the construction is March 31st, 2025, and handover planned for the same month. Imber said there has been a remarkable progress on the site, which is 91% complete.
The restrictions, the public health restrictions. The project is currently 91% complete. Completion is indeed behind the original schedule as a result of the delays caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, among other things. The target date for completion of construction is now March 31st, 2025. However, progress on site in the last 9 months, for anybody who has been to Tobago and flown over the site as the plane comes into land, progress over the last 9 months has been remarkable, as anybody who is there would know. And the planned construction, testing, and handover for March 2025 is on schedule, at which point the Airports Authority can commence operational fit-out, training, and readiness to support the planned go-live date of July 2025 in accordance with their schedule. That is the Airports Authority schedule.
So Trinidad and Tobago, Forex problem in Trinidad and Tobago. Now listen to this. Finance Minister Clongenberg plans to meet with stakeholders this month, Christmas month, to discuss foreign exchange distribution. Imbert confirmed that he already added or made arrangement to meet with banks. Listen to this.
The recurrent cost of the proposal from WIGOT is estimated at an additional $78 million per annum for the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus. If we were to accept the proposal from...
Now, Trinidad and Tobago, we in this country have been suffering for Forex. Not too long ago, Central Bank director came out and said that if you purchase US currency from your aunt, we are breaching the laws. This comes at a time where businessmen and women from all different rank are suffering for US currency in Trinidad and Tobago. Imagine, it's already hard to get US to purchase your goods that you need to sell over to make a profit, to make a living in Trinidad, as we would see. On top of that, FIU director came out and said, if your family coming from the States and they buy US currency, you're breaching a law. And I have asked the director on national television, if the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, the businessmen, the traveling population, the business population, the small man who have clothes selling on the streets, if they cannot get US currency from the bank to purchase their goods, what are they to do, Mr. Director? What are they to do? This is what I would like you to address the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Because number one, the banks cannot supply them. $200 per... I'm a big businessman in Trinidad and Tobago. A big businessman. I just bring no equipments. Right? I just need US currency. And when I go to the bank, I get in $200. How long would it take Saeed to save 30,000 US? How long? At $200 per week in the bank, could my business run, Mr. Director? No. I understand that you are only upholding the law. I understand that you are only telling the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago the breaches and the non-breaches. I understand that. But ask yourself, Mr. Director, if your son or your daughter or your wife or your mother or your father has a business running and they cannot get $2,000 a week US from the bank, but only getting $200 every 5 days, you think your family business could be able to run? Do you think your son or your daughter or your mother, your father or your grandmother business will survive? I'm asking you. I'm asking you. So now I am asking you also, why did you choose on a time like this, when Trinidad and Tobago is strapped for US currency, to tell the nation that? Why? Is it that somebody's whispering in your ear? I'm asking a question. Did somebody tell you to come out and address the nation with this breach of US currency? Were you prompted by somebody in a high place to come out and address Trinidad and Tobago that they cannot buy US currency from their auntie that is coming from the US? Because in our country, we have been doing that for decades. For decades. No, I tell anybody I buy US currency because I need it. I need it for my business to survive. And if my business closed, which means workers going home, and who is going to pay these workers when they go home? Because it is so hard to get a bloody hell job in Trinidad and Tobago. Who is going to pay them? The bank? Who is going to pay them? The FIU director? Who is going to pay them? Clog and Boots? Like I said, Mr. FIU director, I understand you are only upholding the law. But ask yourself, if a member of your family has a business running and cannot get money from the bank to fund your business, what are they going to do? Not buy it from their aunt when they come to Trinidad and Tobago? Put yourself in their shoes. Now, listen this. Let me just twist the story a little bit. If you are a licensed firearm holder and a bandit jump your fence and come inside your property and you kill that bandit, they want to charge you for manslaughter. So why the hell do I have a licensed firearm? Not to protect my property? That's number one. Number two, what the hell the bandit do in my property and I never said come in? You see how twisted the law is in Trinidad and Tobago? This is why it's come to educate you all. I still buy in US, you know. I don't care what them say, you know. I'm telling you the truth. My business have to survive. My employees have bills to pay. Just like the FIU director. I can't say Klungen, but have bills to pay, you know. I can't say that. Trust me, I can't say that. But my workers have bills to pay just like the thousands of public servant workers in Trinidad and Tobago. They have bills to pay. They have bills to pay for their TV, for their couch, for their cell phone. They have grocery bill to buy, they have current bill to pay, electricity bill to pay, they have water bills to pay, and they need to work. Some of them have children to mind. So see how it is in Trinidad and Tobago. When you're in a position, Prime Minister said, tighten your belt. Boom shot, $28,000 increase while you eating cassava and salt. Salt might get expensive, you may not buy the salt to dip the cassava. This is the reality we are facing. Now, at a media conference last month, Imbot spoke about a plan to consult with stakeholders on the change in the method of allocating foreign exchange, which has been operating on an honorary system for the last 25 years, and creating a path towards achieving an equitable exchange distribution. Trinidad and Tobago, do you think we're going to get a fair share? A big businessman like me in Trinidad, multiple business, and I get 200 a day. $200 a day. How long it is going to take me to save $30,000 to bring a piece of equipment in Trinidad? How long? At 200 US a week. That's the reason why I tell people I buy in US. But the Minister of Finance could get any amount. He could get any amount. Any ministers could get any amount of money. But can we go to the bank and get any amount? No, we have to put on our name and go Monday morning, 6:30, 7 in the bank, before the bank open, to join our line within the first 1 to 10 to get 200. 200, hence the reason why Ramsaran send the letter. Everybody get frightened. All of a sudden, Exim Bank get $25 million to give out to manufacturers every month. The sad part about it is only manufacturers getting the money. That's the sad part about it. It's really sad, eh? But nevertheless, they say when you're big and I have a string to pull your string. Well, I big and I have cables and I will pull the cable. That is me. And when I pull the cable, the small will benefit also. The small one who have the thread to pull, they will benefit when I pull the cable. When Klong and them set down a rule, you know who benefited? The upper class. That is the thing. The upper class will benefit, not the lower class. Because in Trinidad, we have no middle class again. Is it that you're rich or you're poor? Is that you're rich or you're poor? Want to know why I'm saying that? Even the Prime Minister in Trinidad and Tobago, who is governing the PNM right now, cannot give a definite answer if he go down and resign or continue. That is how it is in Trinidad and Tobago. He can't even tell the population if he go down for the next election or he go down and resign. That is how it is in Trinidad. We're in shambles right now. Who is going to be the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago? Nobody knows. Who is the person going off for the 2025 general election that will lead the PNM? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's a hush-hush mouth. That's how unsure we is in Trinidad and Tobago. We want to hit a hammer on the nail head, but when we had the hammer in the hand, we are sure if it's a nail head we hitting. We are sure if it's a screwdriver head we hitting. We are sure if it's a screw head we hitting. All I feel is joke. Sit down and analyze it for all yourself. But nevertheless, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to hear about daily paid protest after this.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Become a member of Real Talk Credit Union, now located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Open a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investments and get 4% on interest with interest payment being paid upfront. Get in contact with us at 238-6716, 231-6219 or 339-1670. Real Talk Credit Union, Cooperative Society Limited. Plant a seed today for a better tomorrow. throws you a curveball. And you need a clear path forward. Trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the blaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
So Trinidad and Tobago, before we go further into our news, remember we are Real Talk Equipment. We have some equipment for sale, viewers. For sale. We have a truck for sale. It's a wrecker, sliding bed, and a crane truck. Remember that, viewers. This is the crane truck we are talking about. It's a wrecker and a crane truck in one. So you're doing two jobs. You're wrecking vehicles, and you're doing transporting work. Heavy equipment, machinery, whatever it is, you're transporting to the truck itself. Remember that, viewers. It is a wrecker truck, and it is also a crane truck. So it's two jobs in one, Trinidad and Tobago. This is the perfect truck for any individual who is looking to go into the transport business, or you want to start up a wrecking service business. This is the perfect truck. Trinidad and Tobago, remember that. You can't get it better than this. You can't. Look how beautiful this truck is. Look how beautiful. If you're interested, contact me 339-1670. And negotiation can start from there, viewers. 339-1670. Also, we have an excavator here, viewers. This excavator is a 306E, the easy new model. There's also a grader blade in front, so you can grade roads while you're doing your drain work and thing. Remember that, viewers. It's Real Talk Equipment. You can also contact me at 339-1670. So as we continue our news tonight, remember Real Talk Financing is offering you 4% on our fixed deposit, viewers. We are the only financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago that is offering you 4% on our fixed deposit. Remember that. Interest up front. You don't have to wait 5 and 10 years. Interest up front. Remember that. So back to our news tonight. The daily paid protest outside. Daily paid workers protested outside their base at the Debe sub-office as they called on the Penal Debe Regional Corporation over unpaid allowance. Imagine this, eh? Imagine this. High-ranking officials in Trinidad and Tobago got a salary increase. A salary increase. You had to protest for 4% increase. Port workers were told to stop protesting and go back to work. We have daily paid workers now who are protesting for unpaid allowance. I'm going to tell you something. This is already due for them. President of the Southern Division of the National Union of Government and Federation Workers, Jason Gordon, says, over 300 workers, comprising drivers, lorrymen, and sanitation workers, are owed over $700,000. Listen to this.
No. I don't know enough about it to speak intelligently about that. That is a matter which is underway, and as I told you, I asked the Minister of Finance to get a little closer to it, so I don't want you to pretend that I have control of it or I understand it. It's an industrial action. As a matter of fact, I came from there. As you may have forgotten, I mean, I was the head of department in UWI for years, so I don't want to pretend that I know what I really don't know. But the processes will work, and I hope we don't cut our own throats, right, in trying to equate certain things.
Trinidad and Tobago, $150 million in back pay to government officials and high-ranking officials in Trinidad and Tobago. And the bloody hell workers in this country cannot get $700,000 in allowance that is due for them. Money already worked for, not money that is coming or they had to work for. It is money already worked for. So I had this question to ask now. The SRC, the Salary Review Commission for Trinidad and Tobago, did they see people protesting? Did they saw the port protesting, the workers? Did they see the normal citizen of Trinidad and Tobago protesting for their money? Or the blind? Which one? They should get damn blind. Take what I'm telling all you. Or they should get blind if all are not seeing. Imagine the hospital, you can't get medicine. They can't finish schools. They can't fix the bloody road. They don't have money to buy fire truck equipment. They cannot buy apparatus for firemen in Trinidad and Tobago. But the Salary Review Commission found it fit to raise cabinet minister's salary. They found it fit. They saw it fit. Let me tell you something. They didn't hear it fit, you know. They saw it fit. So just how they saw it fit to raise the cabinet minister's salary and people in high places' salary. They see it fit, but they didn't see the people protesting. They didn't see government workers protesting. They didn't see daily paid workers protesting. So hence the reason why I am saying on national television, without an apology, they should get bloody hell blind, every one of them. Every single one of them. Then they say take 4% or nothing. Or nothing. But they watch the commissioner of police, who don't even have a damn blasted crime for Trinidad, crime fighting plan for Trinidad and Tobago. Then they tell them, you know what I say? Let me increase your salary. Every time they drive their vehicle on this road and go down in a pothole, they shock and the tire should bust. I wishing that upon them. Oh, Saieed, don't wish that upon them. I'm wishing it upon them. I don't care who vex. If all I have ICC, fix the damn country. If all I have ICC, all I would realize, those ministers sitting down in high places, they don't own it. All I didn't hear it, you know. All I see and found it fit for the commissioner to get an increase. Really? Bandits should go in all your house. All I should get blind. All I should get deaf. I telling all of that. I telling all of that. And if, watch me now, if God only give me the willpower to get all blind, trust me, I will do it. Trust me, I will do it. You know why? Then they all say 4% or nothing. How much the commissioner get? How much Marvin Gonzalez get? Big, large increase. What did the public servant get? Workers protesting down in Penal Debe. They want what is due to them. They can't get it. They can't get it. So when I come here now, all you must tell me, Saeed, don't bash the PNM. So here is if there's a public servant and there's a PNM person. Which one better? The money where you work for or hooray for Colin? I'm asking you. I'm asking you. There's a PNM person. You ain't got your back pay. You ain't got your salary on time. You had a cut. You have property tax increase now. And you balling great as the PNM while you suffering? You know why you're laughing? You know why you're laughing? The Prime Minister found it fit that he deserved an increase. Marvin Gonzalez told the nation that the kids under might throw tantrum. That the father say that you can't go for dinner twice for the week, you have to go one time. You know what he gets? He got an increase in salary. What you get? You ought to stop feeding your children or stop going to dinner twice for the week and go one time. Who tell you that? Minister of Public Utilities, Marvin Gonzalez, told all you that. Are you happy? All you should give the man a round of applause. All you should be protesting by the man house. Thank you, Mr. Minister. All you should go and gather around your house and thank him. All you should go around the man house and hug him up and give him a kiss. So while your daughter now telling you, Daddy, we can go for dinner tonight. Tonight is my birthday night. Here, Daddy. No, daughter. Marvin Gonzalez said we have to cut it down from twice for the week to one time. Maybe Friday when I get paid, all the family could go together and celebrate while Marvin going home with an increase. So my next question is now, where is the opposition? Where is the former public utility minister for the opposition? Where is that person? Is that person dead or is that person alive? If you are alive, you drink something they call dumb juice. I'm asking that. You drink something they call dumb juice. Right? Or you drink something, or you take something that relates to deaf ears. Which one? What you take? Dumb juice or deaf ears medicine? That is why Trinidad and Tobago, I don't care if the citizens of this country like me or not. You know why? Crime escalating. Crime escalated in Trinidad and Tobago while the SRC found it fit to increase the commissioner's salary. Bandits should come inside all your house. All you found it fit. Who caused that? All you caused that. Imagine the first 100 days when the commissioner of police was appointed, the first 100 days, none of her plan worked. But tell us something, she in police work a long time, you know. Long, decades she in police work, you know. And she don't have a crime fighting plan. The first 100 days, everyone had the plan fail. Everyone had the plan fail. So she got an increase for a failed plan. SRC tired. I'm going to tell you something. We have a lot of car thief in Trinidad. A lot. And every Monday morning they should have had to buy for him. I say telling all of that. You know why I'm telling all of that? Or let's see the commissioner as you know what, it's okay to increase her salary. And if I play mad wrong me, I go show you how candles is light. Trinidad and Tobago citizens screaming out for help. Too much crime in the country. But the SRC found it fit to raise the commissioner's salary. I wonder if bandit ever target all you. Or if I get robbed in Trinidad? I believe not too long ago, Keith Scotland office, I believe, got broken in. How does he feel now as a lawyer? As a minister, your office got broken into. How you feel? How did the Singh felt when he got robbed? How did he feel? These are questions that they fail to answer. They fail to address. Things that we need in Trinidad, let me tell you something. Education, health, and security. 3 main things in Trinidad and Tobago. 3 main portfolio. We in this country cannot get it correct. We have educated people sitting down in position, but they're showing the side of the brain that non-functional. Non-functional. How could the SRC give cabinet ministers an increase? How come? Roads and cabinet ministers, Rohan Sinha is due from 41,000 to 51,000 plus on an increase being a cabinet ministers. For instance, roads in Trinidad and Tobago, project that is taking place. Where is the quality control officer? Where is the project manager? Where are the managers that would pass the job and make sure it complete? Where are those ministers? Where are those people? Where are those people? After they open the bridge right here, what do they call it, the street in the back there again? Perseverance. Right in Shogunas. They open the Perseverance Road. They fix the bridge. Less than a week after, what happened? Asphalt start flaking out. Pothole in the road. Where was the person that's supposed to pass that job and say it is a good job? Where is that person? You know what they're doing? They're blaming climate change. That's what they're blaming. Climate change. They're going from dumb to dumber. The sad part about it is that they're living right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Right here in Trinidad and Tobago. It's sad. It's stinking sad. This is one of the reasons why I don't ask for people to run out on this program. One of the reasons why. Because when I come here, let me tell you something. If I had nobody to call me and say, Saieed, well, you know, I'm a partner and I run it out with you, keep your damn money. I don't need your money. Keep it. In this country, the more corrupted we are, the higher they climb. The more straight they do the work, is the less job they will get. And that is what we have here in this country. Nothing runs smooth. Absolutely nothing. Call her good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Go right ahead.
Saieed, you know there's a saying that honesty is the way to prosperity. Well, in Trinidad, dishonesty is the way to prosperity in Trinidad. You know that, right?
Yeah, it leading to prosperity.
Let me tell you something, right? I've mentioned it many times on many of your shows. I'm not a fan of the UNC, right? As much as I want them to win the election side, I don't want Kamala to win the election. I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me.
Because of the fact that you see everybody who's jumping up now and talking about wage increase and want to protest and things. Anytime the UNC come back in 2025, bet your bottom dollar, everybody go on their 14% within the first 3 months. You know?
Correct.
And they can expect she to give them that, you know.
Yes.
That's how I'm trying to tell you. She will have to clean up Rowley and Imbud mess that he make here over the last 10 years, you know.
Yes.
That's the only reason, you know. I'm not saying that she can govern the country better than the PNM, you know. Because I'm going to tell you something, on that 3-5 years, the amount of things I accomplished, I catch him a tail on that only 10, you know. I'm telling you that flat. And let me tell you something, this government we have here, the people in this country deserve this government we are here, because this is what them vote for.
They deserve the suffering.
Don't be surprised in 2025, they put back Keith Rowley and the
I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't be surprised, eh? You enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, listen to this. Meanwhile, so while the Daily Paid protesting down in South for their money that they already worked for, by January, all the high-ranking officials, they're going to get increase, you know. So while the port workers had a dung tool, the judge who tell them stop protesting, that judge get increase. Yeah. So while the people down in Pinal, they've been protesting for their money, let me tell you something, it is unpaid allowance, you know, money where they already worked for, you know. They can't get it. So while the West Indies group of university teachers is still awaiting communication regarding the next step in the long outstanding salary negotiation impasse, here it is, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley stated that he had instructed Finance Minister Clong Bird to address the issue. Listen to this.
The back pay would be $701 million as at March 2024. The cost of the 4% offer, which we have offered to everybody else and which has been accepted by most trade unions, is estimated at back pay of...
I don't know enough about it to speak intelligently about that. That is a matter which is underway, and I told you, I asked the Minister of Finance to get a little closer to it, so I don't want you to pretend that I have control of it or I understand it. It's an industrial action. As a matter of fact, I came from there. As you may have forgotten, I mean, I was the head of department in UWI for years, so I don't want to pretend that I know what I really don't know. But the processes will work, and I hope we don't cut our own throats, right, in trying to equate certain things.
You think they're going to negotiate anything? Huh? Lackadaisical non-performance. And we as the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we okay with that. We okay with that. You want to know how we okay with that? Listen to me closely. Property tax is not implemented in Trinidad and Tobago. There is no law, there is no legislation saying that you have to pay property tax. Brian Manning, Minister in the Ministry of Finance, came out and told the citizens that we need a 50% threshold in order to implement property tax, to make it legal, to make it legislative in Trinidad and Tobago, that you must. You know what we're doing? We run into BIR office to pay it. We stupid black people in Trinidad and Tobago, don't mind as an Indian, I'm here straight as a black man. We stupid black people in this country run into BIR office to pay property tax so that they could implement it. And when they implement property tax now, they're going to implement revenue stream. And when the revenue authority streams come into effect in March of next year, 2025, well, then you will hold your damn head and they will say, if I didn't listen to Saieed, that time it's too late. That time it's too late. The pension cut, taxes increase for 2025. Hey, keep in mind, Electricity Commission is still reviewing, you know. Keep in mind, WASA is still reviewing, you know. So don't be surprised when you hear January 2025 reach. You hear the electricity company of Trinidad and Tobago come out now and tell all you now, all you had to pay 100% increase. What are you going to do? Don't be surprised now when WASA comes now in January 2025 and hit all a 75% increase. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now listen this. When the electricity goes up, the cheese that you're paying $10 for in the grocery, and they had to be in our fridge. Who paying for the electricity that go into the fridge? You in your house? No. The supermarket owner. So when the cheese you're paying $10 for, go buy $20. And you could only afford a $10 block of cheese. We're going to do cut it out your list, correct? Don't be a clown. Don't be a clown. Stand up for what you believe in. Hence the reason why I just come here every single day and tell you this. Stand for what you believe in. The union leaders in this country, let me tell you something. If the union leaders in this country wants to fix Trinidad and Tobago, they could fix it. Why am I saying this? Listen to this. The union leaders in Trinidad and Tobago have hundreds of thousands of workers under their belt. And if the union leaders of this country decides to keep a protest, the protest could likely change Trinidad and Tobago laws and legislation. Are they going to do that? Ask yourself. The Commissioner of Police for Trinidad and Tobago is getting an increase for non-performance. Marvin Gonzalez got an increase. Cabinet ministers is getting almost $10,000 increase. Because cabinet ministers, with this salary review commission, it going up from 31,000 and some change to 41,000 and some change. They got an increase. What do you get? What do you get? Take your 4%, put your tail between your leg, and go home and cut your $10 block of cheese into half and eat $5 cheese. This is the reality of what we are facing. All of us think that, oh, when Saieed come on the platform, Saieed had afraid, Saieed had to be careful of what he's saying because the police could come for him and he could get a lawsuit. Really? Really? I'm going to take off my glasses when I'm saying this. I want to see my two eyes clearly. If all you think, all you could come with a lawsuit on Saieed, think before you come. Because when I come here, is the facts are given all you. The facts. The SRC found it fit to raise high-ranking salaries to high-ranking officials in Trinidad and Tobago. They found it fit. I want to ask members of the SRC, when they found it fit to raise the Commissioner of Police salary, is your house bandit-proof? When you leave your home in the morning, are you safe on the road? When you come back and expect to meet a perfect house. In Trinidad and Tobago, you're in your house and they're beating you in your house and they're robbing you in your house. So are you safe? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself, members of the SRC, if every high-ranking officials who got a salary increase, ask them if they deserve it. And ask yourself now, when the CPU office said, take 4% or go home with nothing, how do you feel? How do you feel? Knowing that when you're driving your nice car on the road, you're going down in a pothole. How do you feel? You feel good? Every day, all should bust shock in all your car. Every single day, all should bust a shock in all your car. Every single day, all should bend a tire in all your car. And I'm saying it without an apology. Without an apology. You know why? You all see it fit that Rohan Sinanan should get an increase, while we have a decrease in perfections of road in Trinidad and Tobago. Every day a ball joint should fall out. You want to carry me to court for saying that? Go ahead, carry me. But I'm sure definitely I wouldn't lose control of the car and run into somebody else. I could tell you that one on national television. Dale Singh say had a loudmouth man on TV, bashing him. Where he end up? And on national television, I told him the next time you call me a loudmouth man on TV, the next accident you get into, you may not survive. I didn't come here for fame. I didn't come here to make money on television. I come here to hold those in authority responsible. This little black man you're watching here, that the kind of power I possess, to hold them responsible. Why? Because it's tax money spending. Tax money. To this date, Clongenboat cannot give account for $3.4 billion of tax-paying money. So I wonder how the SRC people feel about this. Their money that they work for, their salary, was taxed. How do they feel now that there is no accountability for their tax money? How does the judges in this country feel? How does the police officer feel that their tax money, that Trinidad and Tobago is supposed to benefit from it? How do you all feel like Clongenboat can't give account to it? How do you all feel? Proud of all yourself? How does the businessmen of this country, they were friends with Clongenboat? How do you feel like Clongenboat was the one who stifled all the US right there, and you had to pay $8, $9, and $10? How do you feel? I'll tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. I have nothing against the PNM, you know. And that is why let us say Saieed you're bashing PNM. No. I'm going to make it clear again for the countless time. I have nothing against PNM. I have nothing against UNC. I have nothing against no political party in Trinidad and Tobago. You know why I have a problem with? You want to know? Clongenboat sitting down on a chair and can't give account for $3.4 billion of tax-paying money. You know what I have a problem with? The governor for Central Bank saying no to Jaiwanti Ramdas to check the check clearing system that Clongenboat say that caused the money to go missing. That is what I have a problem with. That is what I have a problem with. You know why? You know why? Every working citizen of Trinidad and Tobago contributed a tax. And that money is missing and accounted for. How do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel well within yourself? Knowing that when you get up in the morning and you start your car, oh God, by this road again, how you all feeling about that now? Call a good night. Hello?
No, but this road tax what we paying here every day. When we buy gas, what going on with this thing? This government is taking me for serious.
Thank you, my friend. How do you all feel, Trinidad and Tobago, that $3.4 billion of all your tax-paying money is accounted for? We don't have proper hospitals. We don't have proper clinics. We don't have equipment in hospitals. We don't have proper schools. We don't have proper... I'm going to love this one. In case your house get on a fire, or a fire burning down your house, the firemen, them complaining they don't have proper gears. Police station complaining. Doctors started for, you know what? If the ministers could get an increase, about 2 or 3 days ago, doctors coming together and to protest for what? Salary increase. Oh, let's say something now. Say something now. Oh, side you're bashing PNM. You duncy head? No, I'm not bashing PNM. I'm trying to tell you that the person you choose supposed to fix your community. It fix. Did you know what the community said about Dr. Rowley? They said Dr. Rowley left them in the dark. That's what they said. Dr. Rowley left them in the dark. It's sad, eh? That is why I didn't call this show Real Talk with Saieed. Because I will bring the facts to all you. I will bring reality to all you. I will bring the truth to all you. People in this country living in fear. You know why? Escalating of crime. Robbery. Motor vehicle larceny. Home invasion. Home invasion. A serious crime. Who brings out this strategy for the DPS? We don't even know. The commissioner failed. Clongenberg failed Trinidad and Tobago as to explaining where $3.4 billion of taxpayers' money went. And we okay with that? We okay with that? Where is the lawyers for the opposition? Which one of them supported Jayawanti Ramdas? Oh, I forget. Cabinet ministers got an increase on both sides. Where's the independent senators for the cabinet? I tried to get a road fix inside the bashing PNM. It's sad. It ganda egg sad. You know how much time I say, you know what, Saieed? If that makes sense, you run your show on TV. You know what time I say that? But then again, when I realize what's taking place in the country that I live in, I said, now I will continue pressing forward. I will continue pressing forward. If I get one bridge in a community fixed for the month, I accomplish something. I accomplished something. If I get one pothole fixed in Moruga, I accomplish something. When Faris Al-Rabi was there, I got 11 legislations and amendment passed for Trinidad and Tobago. 11. But nevertheless, we are out of time for tonight, viewers, but our rerun of this program is tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and we'll be right back here another night for another show, Real Talk with Saieed. Until then, good night.